Are you wanting a quick head to toe stretch to get you going? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and that's exactly what we are doing in today's yoga flow. And it also is going to benefit your pelvic floor as well. Go grab your mats and let's do this. Before we get started, if you have yoga blocks, a pillow, if you have a ball about the size of a squishy ball, if you want this one, go ahead and check that link here. If not, no worries, I've got you covered. Let's get started on our backs. You're gonna grab your yoga block first, and you don't need the block to do this one. And we're gonna come down onto our backs. Those knees are bent. And you're going to place your feet on the block with those heels together. Think of squeezing your heels. You're going to exhale, press lift those hips up. Inhale, lower everything down. Let the legs fall to the left-hand side and pull your right knee up toward your chest, but keep that right shoulder down on the mat. Bring everything back towards center. Inhaling. Exhale, squeeze those heels, press, lift your hips up. Inhale, lower down. Let the legs drop to the right-hand side. Pull that left knee in toward your chest as that left shoulder stays down. So just moving nice and slow so everything goes segmentally. Heels come back together. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Lower back down. The legs go to the left-hand side. Then that right pelvis starts to lift up. Pull the knee in toward your chest. Bring it back through towards center. Keep those heels together. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower down. Bring it over towards the right-hand side. Pull that knee in towards your chest. We're going to go through one more time each side. Squeeze the heels, press and lift. Lower down. Let the legs fall. Pull that right knee towards your chest. Back through towards center. Squeeze those heels. Exhale, press and lift. Lower down. Let the legs go to the right. Pull that left knee up and in toward your chest. And then bring it back down. Let those feet fall together. Knees get nice and heavy off to the side. Take a breath. Send your breath all the way down pelvic floor. Check in with your back if you notice it's a really big arch or if it's jammed against the mat. I want to find somewhere in between that. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Let those knees get nice and heavy, opening from those hips. Exhale, let it go. Last one, nice breath in. And let it go. Awesome. Let's move that block off towards the side. And we're going to come onto our stomach. So here's where if you have a ball, or it could be a little bigger than this, like a Pilates ball. If not, you can do the same exact thing without it. We're going to start with on our stomachs. You're going to pull that left knee up towards your chest. And the ball, we're going to place the ball kind of in between your belly button and the bottom of your ribs. This might be enough here. You can kind of just rock that upper body side to side. You can do the same thing if you don't have the ball. The ball adds this like nice gentle massage to our upper abdomen, especially if we tend to hold our breath or suck our abs in all day. This area gets really tight. I'm thinking of pressing the hips towards the ground to open up this inner thigh. Now, if you wanted to add on with this to get some more trunk rotation in, we're going to press into that right forearm. Take that left arm, peel your left arm up and open behind. And we're thinking of rotating the chest so the ball kind of helps us move. And then we're going to drop it back down. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back down. Exhale, drop it down. 2 more times. And again, you can be holding. You don't have to open up and add on this trunk rotation. It's all about listening to your body and what feels best for you. Nice work. Hold at the bottom. Take a big breath in and let it go. Now we'll straighten out that left leg. Right knee comes up and out to the side. And again, you can kind of wiggle side to side, use your breath up and down. Nice breath in and let it go. Now, option is staying here, getting that upper body rotation as you're pressing that right leg down into the ground. If you wanted to add the trunk rotation piece, pressing into that left forearm, inhale, rotate your chest towards the sky as you bring that right elbow behind you, and then sweep it back down. Peel and lift up and open, and bring it back down. So we're getting that rotation from our trunk, rotating down towards the ground and up towards the ceiling. And how does this side feel different than your other? For 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. Come back down, take a big breath, and let it all out. Let's move that ball off towards the side. Coming up onto our knees, you're going to grab a block and place the block at the front of your mat. Take your right leg, scooch your right leg out in front. Maybe the left goes back a little more. We're thinking of that right knee driving forward over our toes. Press the left shin down in towards the ground. And then spin your chest open towards the sky again. And then we're going to bring that right arm back down as you straighten out through the right leg. Now the hand can come back to the block, or you can also bring the right hand to your left shin. We're thinking of lowering the chest down, pull your right hip back. Slowly bend through that front knee, peel your chest, lift it open. So thinking like a big circle. Exhale, straighten out, pull the toes, pull that right hip back, and then bend through that knee. Drive the knee forward, inhale, lift up. Straighten out through that front leg, pull the toes up towards you. Keep pressing the top of that left shin into the ground, and you'll feel the back of that right thigh opening up. And you're not forcing anything. You're being nice and gentle. So you can play with the height of the block, with what feels best. Could be up even higher. Nice. One more time through. And then we'll switch. Right leg back. Left leg comes out in front. Press the top of that right shin down into the ground. Left knee is driving forward. Take that left arm, spin your left arm up overhead. So here we go with those circles. Start to straighten out through the left leg. Left hand comes down, and definitely tighter on the side. Thinking of the chest coming down towards your thigh. Pull that left hip back. Bend through that front knee, sweeping the circles with that arm. Straighten it back out. And then bend and lift. And just keep gliding in and out. How does this side feel compared to your other side? What do you feel? What do you notice? And as you keep coming back to this class, notice how your mobility changes. Maybe you can go a little further. Maybe you catch yourself not holding your breath as much. Consistency is key. Awesome. We'll go through one more time on this side. And those legs come forward. Really drive those hips forward. And then pull that left hip back. Awesome job. Bring that left leg back. So here's our last one. If you've got a pillow, you can use that. You can use as many as you want. So maybe you just use a pillow. If you want to be propped up a little more, you could put a yoga block underneath that. We're going to lay down on our right-hand side to start and have those knees stacked one on top of the other. And then you're going to take your upper body, spin your chest down towards the ground and over the block. Bringing those knees in towards your chest. You can even turn your head over towards the right-hand side. And we're just gentle. We're breathing into this. And maybe you play. Maybe you, okay, let me see what it feels like without the block lowering down. And just using that pillow. But I want you thinking of breathing out to the sides, the front, the back of your rib cage. Breath going down to those sit bones. And you're just getting heavy. Mid-back area tends to be so tight, especially if we're sitting a lot during our day behind our computers or devices. If we get our mid-back moving, it's so beneficial to all the other parts of our body. It takes some stress and tension off of our necks, stress and tension off of our low back. Oh, the pelvic floor. Getting that rib cage moving is so essential for the pelvic floor because it helps our diaphragm, our breathing muscle get going. Awesome. Let's just take one more breath in here. Nice job. And then just walk those hands back up. And we're going to just switch. So bring the legs over towards that left-hand side, knees in towards your chest. We'll spin the chest down towards the ground. And just let your head get nice and heavy. Maybe your head's turned over towards the left-hand side and you're breathing. Send the breath all different directions and see, does it feel different rotating to the left versus the right? Does the breath feel different left versus right? Awesome. Let's take 2 more breaths in here. And then on that next inhale, start to slowly walk those hands back. Just come all the way up. Find a comfortable seated position. And just taking a moment, take a breath in, check and see how everything feels. Kind of covered our hips, our legs, our mid-back, working our way up that head to toe class. Take a nice big cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center, thanking your body for your practice. Remember that consistency is key, so that mobility is going to improve the more you practice. If you found this class really helpful, you are going to love this class, so go ahead and check that out. I also have lots of other resources for you down below to learn more about your pelvic floor and core strength. I promise no Kegels. Until next time, Namaste.